Well, we decided to do this report on the blue card because this piece of legislation is going to probably make up part of the common European policy on immigration in the future. Now, it's a little bit like the idea of the US green card, and we know here that Sarkozy is probably going to be pushing for it over the next 6 months during the French presidency of the European Council. So we thought we'd come down to Strasbourg to talk to MEPs about what they thought of it.
Anyone who's tried to find work in the States has heard of the green card. Well, Europe's on its way to introducing its own pan-European work permit, the blue card. Presently, Europe isn't attracting qualified workers from outside the EU because they have to deal with 27 different bureaucratic systems to move freely around the EU. The blue card will be a one-stop shop allowing legal immigrants to work in all member states.
The EU desperately needs highly skilled workers from the outside because at the moment we have a lack of, for example, in Germany, 90,000 engineers already.
But some might object that any system favouring one type of worker against another leads to discrimination.
One of the problems of the blue card is to give some special rights to the skilled workers. And these rights lead naturally to discriminations to the other workers.
But the main issue is Europe's need to compete with other major global economies.
The EU blue card is very important to compete on a global stage because at the moment all other countries outside like United States, Australia, Canada are much more attractive because they have one system to enter and we have 27.
But what will be the criteria for granting the card and what will the consequences be for non-EU countries?
One of the arguments against the blue card is that it could rob developing countries of their best workers and create what could become effectively an elitist immigration system that locks out unskilled workers because they don't fit the profile.
A pick-and-choose approach that could be at odds with Europe's development policies.
When we see Europe with policies supporting the development of the third countries, the poor, I think with the blue card we take the best workers. This is a problem.
The debate on the blue card is still at an early stage and the European Parliament will try to influence European ministers, but it seems French President Sarkozy is clearly in favour.
Europe needs immigration, people who will work, but Europe cannot take in all the people who want to come to Europe.
France may be able to use its presidency to push the blue card through, but it'll need a unanimous vote, not an easy task when every country in Europe has different employment needs. Robin for EU TV in Strasbourg for CNN World Report.